Sometimes that's the case. It's just the way the optics are designed internally in the glass. What's important to know is you got a 10 millimeter wide angle there. That's a $1,500 lens, used. Bolex 10 millimeter reflex lens, 1,500 used. Nice lens. We love that lens. 10 millimeters are not cheap. Okay? It's very nice. Don't put your finger on it. Okay. I'm not going to go over how to clean the lens and all that jazz. I assume everybody wrote all that down last time. Okay, everybody got a look at it? Let's look at the gizmo side. The gizmo side, as I like to call it, that's not an official name. That Hornsby made that up, okay? The thing with all the buttons on it. We look around the front. Here's the run button, right? Nothing's happening. Why not? Because I didn't put a wind on it. Okay, you guys are paying attention. I take it off the post. Give it a little bit of wind. I'm not going to go all the way. But it's a beautiful movement on the Bolex. I could just do this all day. It's so nice. It's just so well made. It's like a Swiss watch. It really is. Okay. If I press this button, somebody had the film speed up. Check. I should have done that. All the way at 64. I hope I didn't bend the pull-down claw. That's bad. Make sure it's a 24 or less.
Do you wind counterclockwise?
Yeah.
Counterclockwise.
Otherwise, it'll fall off. The crank will fall off, and you'll realize it real fast. Don't panic when it falls off in your hand. Okay?
That's the official name, right? The crank?
This is the crank. Yeah, that's the correct name. It really is. You know, half the time I'm screwing around. No, that really is the crank. Okay? This is a real old one. What a wonderful sound. It's very happy.
Is the difference between the one you have in your hand with the camera body and this one, like what's the age difference?
I have no idea. There are at least 50 different versions of Bolex.
That's like...
I think the body is the same.
They have little changes. Every year they would change it a little bit, a little this, a little that. The Bolex will do just about anything, like I've said before. What am I doing if I'm doing this?
One frame.
One frame.
I'm shooting one frame per, not per second. I heard somebody else say that.
At a time.
One frame at a time. Okay? What do I need to think about if I'm shooting one frame at a time?
Exposure.
What about the exposure?
If it's not enough light, you have to hold it longer.
Who said the it switch? Who said that? She's right on top of it. Quiet gal over here. The it switch. I call it the it switch. It's actually the instantaneous / time switch. It only has a function. In this case, it's a lever. Okay? I call it the it switch because it's easy to remember. Are you shooting me?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
This looks like I'm shooting you.
Okay. Say what? I covered it with my fingers?
Yes.
That was just to make you crazy. Okay. What does the I stand for? What does the T stand for? What's the difference and why am I using it?
Instantaneous will take a picture every 30th of a 1/30th of a second.
For exactly 1/30th of a second.
1/30th of a second, and time will take a picture as long as you choose to expose it.
And how do I keep it open?
Holding it.
By pushing it forward and holding it. If it's in the T position, I am holding the exposure. I'm holding the shutter open, literally. If it's in the I position, and I push it forward and hold it there, it's already taken the exposure at a 1/30th of a second. That's a good thing to know because then you can tell the light meter what the shutter speed is. Okay? Clear? What's the function of this switch if I'm doing this? Absolutely nothing. Did you hear that?
If you're doing...
I've been letting you slide because I know you're talking about the camera, but I want you to hear this stuff. What's the function of the it switch if I press this button? She doesn't.
Creates good trick questions.
Huh?
I was asking him the same thing.
I got the answer for you. Nothing! It has no function except in single frame. Did everybody hear me?
Yes.
Question on the midterm. It has no function.
Except in single frame.
Why?
No, I'm asking why, what are you talking about? What doesn't